What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael Versatile, and for today's video I'm reviewing another Viltrox lens. Now they've been pumping out lenses like crazy lately, and today we're going to go over the 40mm F2.5, which is more of their entry-level budget-friendly lens. Now full disclosure, Viltrox sent me this lens out for free to test and share my opinion with you guys. I'm going to go over what I like and what I dislike, so without further ado, let's jump into the review. When we unbox this lens, it comes with a manual, warranty card, lens pouch, lens hood, and lens caps for the front and rear of the lens. My first impressions with this lens was, wow, this thing is small and really light. In fact, it weighs less than half a pound, coming in at 180 grams or 6.35 ounces. The lens is constructed out of mostly plastic, which is to be expected for an inexpensive entry-level lens. However, they did use a metal lens mount. On the lens mount, it has a USB-C port, so you can do firmware updates with this lens. On the opposite end, the lens has a 52mm filter thread and a minimum focus distance of 13.39 inches or approximately 34 centimeters. This lens has a maximum aperture f2.5 and can be stopped down to f16, which creates decent sunbursts. Its nano multi-layer lens coating seemed to help while taking video and photos towards the sun, as it handles lens flare very well with minimal ghosting. When photographing subjects at f2.5, it produces a pleasing bokeh and is quite sharp for such a cheap lens as we zoom in on the photo of my dog. I don't have the Nikon 40mm f2 lens to compare this to, however I did use my Nikon 24-70 at 40mm f2.8, and the difference in sharpness compared to the Viltrox is negligible. When pixel peeping at 300%, the Nikon 24-70 is ever so slightly sharper as we drift towards the sides. In the center, it's really hard to tell them apart. Wide open, the Viltrox is very sharp in the center of the frame, but is a little soft towards the corners. It also has a considerable amount of vignetting, which quickly goes away when we stop the lens down to f4. I also noticed some barrel distortion as well compared to my Nikon 24-70 at 40mm. The Viltrox lens has some lens fringing that I was able to easily correct in Lightroom. While this lens is not ideal for astrophotography, you can certainly use it for that, but you will be pushing your ISO and will have some star trailing. You can improve your results by using a star tracker like I've done here. However, when shooting at f2.5, this lens has pretty bad astigmatism. The autofocus on this lens is pretty decent, but it has its limitations, so I wouldn't recommend it for action sports. The 40mm focal length is a good trade-off if you're undecided between getting a 35mm or a 50mm lens. It's a good walk-around lens while on vacation or a trip, but it could also be used for portraits or events as well. Currently, at the time of me making this video, this lens is priced at $158, which is a great price for such a surprisingly sharp lens. However, did Viltrox release this lens too late? Nikon has a 40mm f2 budget prime lens that is slightly sharper, smaller, and lighter than the Viltrox for not that much more money. When Nikon released their 40mm lens, it was priced around $300, but since then that price has dropped to $227. So for an extra $70, you could get the Nikon version over this Viltrox 40mm lens, which me personally, I'd much rather do that. Now, if you're just a casual photographer that's maybe taking pictures when on vacation or pictures of your kids' birthday parties and you don't want to spend that extra $70, then by all means, definitely check out the Viltrox. It's still a fantastic lens. I will leave that link down below. Hopefully this review helps you guys out. So thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.